With the new season rapidly approaching, there are a few things that you need to do if you plan on playing. Whether you plan on playing Season 2, Season 4, Season 5, or Season 27, there are a few things that will carry over from this point forward onto the new seasons. So wherever you are, wherever you start in the game, even if you start at a much later season than some of the rest of us, there are things that you need to do that will carry over into the new seasons. So without further delay, let's jump into it. During the recording of this video, Season of Blood is vastly approaching, but this will carry over into the next season and seasons after. So one of the biggest changes we have recently gotten is Renown rewards will now carry over. Rewards will carry over when completed on any character beyond Altars of Lilith and map discovery. So that is a very, very huge thing for us. And if we go ahead and look at the Renown, all you have to do is open your map. If you are on the PC, you can hit W, and all of the Renown will carry over. Right now, I am working on finishing my Renown progress, and as you can see, going from right to left, for some reason, that's the way that I started, and that's the way that I went without realizing it. I've completed all of my Skullglint. I completed everything except for Fractured Peaks. Now, why is this important? Not only every time you complete, you get 4 Paragon points, and that will help you with your current character, but this will also carry over. Every time you get these 4 Paragon points from each region after you complete it, you can see the check mark down here after it's completed. These Paragon points will carry over, and you will get a total of 20 Paragon points on your next character, no matter whether it's your first new seasonal character or your second or your fifth. Every time you get a seasonal character to level 50, you will get all of these Paragon points, and you will start with 20 Paragon points, assuming that you've completed all of your Renown. And when you level a brand new character, it feels really good to be able to complete your first Paragon board completely and start into the second Paragon board. This guy is 95, so you can see I got quite a spider maze of Paragon boards going on. This was actually a 7-board setup. But when you level your new character after completing all the Renown, you will get 20 Paragon points right off the bat just from Renown. And speaking of Paragon points, you can actually go ahead and complete the Altars of Lilith. There are 4 Altars of Lilith that will give you Paragon points. You will get 1 Paragon point each. And this can actually be done with an interactive map. Now, the interactive map that I'm using is d4builds.gg, but there are lots of them. And the Altars of Lilith that are shown in red, these will award you Paragon points. Now, the easy thing about this, or the cool thing about this, is sign up for a free account, make a free account on whatever map you would like, and then every time you get an Altar of Lilith in-game, you simply click on this, you gray this out, signifying that you've already completed this, you've already gotten this in-game, and then it's easy to look back and see, oh my goodness, what do I have left? What is left that's white? So that is the way that these work, and they're very, very good for tracking all of your progress. Currently, I have completed all of the Altars of Lilith. I got all of them, but there are 4 that you need to focus on. Each one that is glowing in red right here will actually give you 1 Paragon point each for a total of 4. And these can be found in the Dry Steppes area. This is what the map looks like. And if you need further landmarks, you can actually go ahead and activate the waypoints. And as a reference, you could see that Al Zuda is right here. And then Onyx Watchtower is right here. So that's a good reference point for starting if you are on the hunt for these and if you have not completed these just yet. So that is number 2. Go ahead and grab these altars. These will give you 1 Paragon point each for a total of 4. And then, of course, combined with the Renown, that is 20. So we're up to 24. And as soon as you hit level 50, you get 1 automatically. So as soon as you hit 50, you will get 25 Paragon points right away. And as I mentioned, this will carry over for each and every season, and you only need to do this once. Number 3 is a personal favorite of mine, titles. Now, titles you can get just by questing, just by running around completing quests, and certain quests will give you certain titles. And one of my favorite titles is the Honored Bear title. Now, the Honored Bear title, if we go ahead and look at the map, the Honored Bear title can be achieved by completing the quest line in the Bear Tribe. Right now, I don't remember if you get the prefix and the suffix through this quest line, but this is one of the things that would be very good to work on before the upcoming season, whether you're playing seasonally now or not. Go ahead and figure out which titles you want. There are lots of titles, there are lots of quest lines, And of course, there are a million different titles just for completing different achievements like this Werewolf Massacre. So there are lots of titles, and as I mentioned, my absolute favorite is the Honored Bear. That is really cool. Since I am running a druid on the side, I really enjoy this title. So that would be number 3. Go ahead and figure out what titles you want to use. There are plenty of websites with titles telling you where exactly to get them. And that you can carry over with you into the new season, so you no longer have to do the achievement again. Moving over into number 4. Now, number 4 is going to be experimenting a little. Now, experimenting a little, you can experiment with your class. You can experiment with different gear, different aspects, and of course, your Paragon board. Anybody who's seen my videos knows that I'm a big fan of trying different Paragon boards, seeing what works, what doesn't work, why it works, and why it doesn't. One of the things that I wanted to do was put together a 7 Paragon board for my rogue, and not only that, but also to push my dexterity higher. And right now at level 95, I'm up to 920 dexterity. So that's pretty cool. That's kind of high. The skill damage is scaling quite a bit off of dexterity. And this actually has 7 Paragon boards. And this is exactly what I mean by don't be afraid to experiment a little bit, especially when the new season is coming up or when you are getting tired of grinding the same character over and over. And this goes for your aspects as well as different classes. So not being afraid to experiment a little will actually help you to figure out what works, what you like. Maybe there's something that you find that works better with your personality, and you might actually be surprised you can find something that you like much better than what is recommended. And moving over into number 5, don't be afraid to try a different class. Trying a different class will actually give you a much different feel, and you might find something you enjoy. Right now, I'm working on leveling up this sorceress. She's only level 9, but we're going to work on leveling her up because the plan for Season 2 for me, as I am going to be playing, is me and a friend of mine are going to run double sorceress. And a double sorceress should destroy everything in their path because they are pretty strong, not to mention all of the crowd control. So don't be afraid to try different classes, trying to experiment, seeing what actually works. And sometimes you might find a class that you really like that you didn't think you liked. So for me, I'm going to try leveling the sorceress on the side. I'm probably going to go frost build, but I'm going to level her and see how I like her, especially with the new season approaching. And the good thing is, not only will I get familiarized with how she plays with her skills, find that synergy that I like, find a groove with her character, find a groove with the class, but also I'll get a lot more experience for the upcoming season, so I'll already know what I'm talented into, why, how it works, and find a nice synergy. So there you go. Those are the 5 things that you should probably be doing if you have not done them just yet. Go ahead and complete your Renown, grab the Altars of Lilith, go ahead and experiment. Grab all the titles that you want and maybe try out a different class for a nice, fresh feel. That's going to do it for this video. Hit the like and the subscribe. And for more BearCozy videos, check out the top right.